back. Cameron's back with us again.
Hola.
How's it going, everybody?
How's
everybody doing all right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So, I heard on the interwebs that they found out who Jack the Ripper was.
The DNA.
Yeah, through DNA.
Yeah.
Where's that?
That's crazy, because what was it, like 200 years now or something? Or how long? I'm trying to remember when he started.
It was turn of the century, 19th century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1888.
18, okay. So that was
1800, late 1800s, yeah. Yeah, Aaron Kaminsky. 100% DNA match. He apparently died in a mental hospital. Yeah, that's who Jack the Ripper was.
He probably had syphilis from all the hookers he was killing.
Yeah, no shit. You know he wasn't washing his hands. Nobody did back then.
His hands?
Yeah.
Washing his hands.
Yeah.
I'd have washed something else, but yeah, my hands definitely too.
Was he fucking?
I'm covered in blood. I should wash my hands. I want to wash something else too.
Yeah. Wash my wee-wee?
No.
Yeah, that's how it was back then, though.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a little current events update. You know, that's a mystery solved. Very I don't know. I don't feel satisfied with that answer.
Yeah,
they should have just some fucking guy, dude.
Nah, he had to have been connected somehow to something.
Yeah, because the way he did his murders, he was like surgical with them and shit.
Yeah, he was killing some hooker's bastard children or something like that, wasn't he? Some royal family's bastard children he was killing off.
I think that's just the movie From Hell.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think that's just the plot of the movie From Hell.
He was like some Red Dragon shit before it was even thought of.
Yeah.
We get the YouTube people for just using the movie.
They say he's the world's first serial killer, but they always fail to mention fucking Genghis Khan.
Well, he probably repopulated it as much as he killed.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he killed so many fucking people that he changed the carbon emissions of the earth. Like, it was like 10% of the world's population at the time.
And a lot of Asian kids have those Mongol bumps when they're born. Have you heard of that? Mongol bumps, it just comes from that area or something. A lot of Asian kids, they have like these two blue bruises on their backs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my daughter had them. You know, she's Filipino, so.
That's crazy.
They're like looking at me, you disgusting man, beating your child. I'm like, she was just born.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
She's been in your care the whole time.
Yeah, fuck you disgusting motherfuckers.
The doctor's like, oh, those are bongo bumps. We don't call them that anymore, but yeah, that's what they were called. I was like, Genghis would be proud.
Yeah, Genghis would be proud.
I got it. Like, my kid's related to Genghis Khan.
Hell yeah, dude. I listened to this like 5-part series. Actually, I paid $15 for a 5-part series on Genghis Khan, like a podcast series. And it was not just Genghis Khan. It was like all of them, all the way up to Kublai.
They had just like discovered his grave or something recently, didn't they?
Not to my knowledge. At the time that podcast was recorded, they hadn't found it. Because he requested to be buried in an unmarked grave where nobody knew, like.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And like the theory or whatever is like they sent people to kill the grave diggers, and then on the way back they sent people to kill them. So like it's like at least 2 people removed.
Yeah, that's just so I don't buy it.
Yeah.
All right, he's dead. We got to kill you guys now. Really? Do you?
Well, so that nobody would know where his grave was, because he's buried with all kinds of shit, you know.
Yeah.
I bet he got robbed and he doesn't even have a grave anymore.
Probably.
But Aaron Kowalski from the Penguins, like really Madagascar Penguins.
Kowalski.
Aaron Kowalski, is that his name? Komsky?
I think Kowalski is right.
I don't know. I don't buy it.
All right. Well, if you guys are trying to find us, Wicked Paranormal Team at gmail.com. We're Dead Time Stories. We got a Wicked Paranormal Team Facebook as well.
Yeah.
And Wicked Paranormal Team on YouTube.
And we have merch on Printify.
Yes, we do. We had a little meeting of the minds earlier today to kind of plan out our next few ghost hunts for the YouTube channel. So if you're interested in that kind of thing.
Yes, we have 3 good locations coming soon.
Yes, plus another one next weekend.
Yeah.
In Murray, Kentucky.
Yeah, we have a little surprise for the viewers.
Yeah, a little limited access place we get to go. Pretty excited about that. Yeah.
Exclusive.
To my knowledge, nobody's ever done a ghost hunt there, so
It's a good old classic Scooby-Doo run.
maybe we'll rile them all up since nobody's ever done one there.
Yeah, it's always good. I always like finding the...
Make sure we bring sage, dog. You got to make
Yeah.
sure we bring sage.
No doubt. I got some in my Van Helsing vest.
Bet that's important.
I'll just cook some sausage. This has got sage in it.
Yeah, I got it, buddy.
All right.
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm sorry. That was meaner than I wanted it to be. So, that brings me to my subject this week. I brought some ghost stories from West Kentucky in that area. Some kind of haunted places and places where there's known paranormal activity. Some honorable mentions and a couple little things that people can go check out, little tours and stuff. So, now, Kentucky's got like a lot of fucking horses, and it's got Kentucky bluegrass, and it's known for bourbon.
They race the horses there too, don't they?
Yeah, dude, and make baseball bats.
The Kentucky Downs.
I'm going gambling.
Yeah, I'm going gambling. Yeah, there's all Mint Gaming Hall that's in Kentucky.
I miss gambling. Sorry.
Yeah, I've never been to a casino.
Yeah, you got the tracks like right down the road off 231, isn't it?
Maybe.
I think there's tracks.
Up 65, there's like 2 casinos, like as soon as you get into fucking Kentucky.
Oh.
So yeah, there's a lot of places in Kentucky that have ghost stories. Like there's some that I didn't expect at all. So the first place that was brought to my attention that I found was the haunted bridge on Richardsville Road in Bowling Green. Now apparently you can pull onto this bridge and stop like in the middle of the bridge and put your car in neutral, and your car will roll to the other side of the bridge. And there's been stories of people putting like baby powder and stuff on the back of their vehicle, and there being handprints when they got to the other side.
That's crazy.
Which is hella creepy. Personally, I think it's probably just gravity.
Yeah.
Because when was that? I don't know when that bridge was built, but
it may be a trick of the eye towards, how gravity makes it roll or something, but
yeah,
it still won't explain the handprints and shit, though.
Yeah, that would fuck me up, dude, if I got to the other side and was like looking and was like, shit, those handprints. What if it's just butt prints?
You gotta pay the toll.
So you like pan over and you see a big mushroom stamp.
What the fuck?
That's a strange goblin.
I was wondering why we got pushed over here so quickly.
It's like names are written with it and stuff.
Beating that thing like I owed him money.
You gotta pay the toll to get.
They just need a fuck spot. They write in cursive on the back. Thanks for the shag wagon.
The F Shack.
The F Shack, yeah.
Dirty Goblin and the boys.
All right, so the next one here, Wynn Cemetery. Now, according to local legend, there were 2 witches buried in above ground graves at Wynn Cemetery, and on the property, there's 3 trees where them and other witches were like hanged back in the witch days. So there's been all kinds of like reports of strange happenings on the anniversaries of their deaths, which I guess they have records of, and sudden temperature changes and seeing like black apparitions, shadowy figures.
Shadow bastards.
Yeah, show shady fucks,
That sounds shady.
Yeah, but that one actually wouldn't be a bad one to check out. Like, next on the list is, sorry, I have to do a little bit of editing here.
I always wanted to go on a witch hunt back where I lived in Virginia, where I grew up. There's an area called Witch Duck. You can guess what went on there, and all the lakes around there. So it didn't mean anything to me. I was just like, what a goofy name as a kid. But when I got older, it's like, oh, new band name. Witch Duck, yeah.
Oh, yeah. New band name.
There we go.
It's probably taken.
So the next on the list is the Baker Hollow Road Cemetery, and this is in Marion, Kentucky. Now, witnesses say that this cemetery disappears and reappears in different locations, so it's hard to find.
Oh, what? The whole cemetery?
I guess, yeah. I guess it just fucking teleports.
On one of those like floating islands, those moving islands or something.
Yeah, dude. And it's a cemetery.
That's crazy.
They say though, when you do find it and you pull into there, you all of a sudden have like an overwhelming sense of grief, and then you start to hear shit like music and laughter and screaming and something trying to get into your car. There's also been reports of soldiers, like apparitions of soldiers, and more than one report of a ghost dog, which is fucking like, you know.
You got a little zero.
True love never dies, man.
Fucking Frank and Weenie and shit.
Yeah, dude. There's also been reports of men hanging from some of the trees. So
That's crazy.
yeah, I want to kind of go on a hunt for that place at some point, because that would be cool to find. And like,
I bet it moves around in the water, so they're gonna need like waterproof overalls and stuff to get to it. Or
I mean, it's a cemetery, dog. Like, I don't know.
I bet it's on like moving. Where is it? Maryland?
No, Marion, Kentucky. It's landlocked as hell. Yeah.
There's a lot of underground.
That's true.
Water caverns out here in Tennessee as well. So.
Well, this is in Kentucky,
which is really close to Tennessee as well. So.
I guess you're not wrong.
I mean, it could explain why it disappears and reappears, but if not, that would still be cool to go hunt for it. I mean.
Yeah.
My guess is that it's got water underneath it. You seen the movie Islands? No. You ever seen those? There's like lakes, and they're almost perfectly circular, and they have land inside of them, and they constantly move around it.
Really?
Like an eyeball almost, you know.
That's cool.
But it's a normal natural phenomenon. This isn't kind of like supernatural or anything.
Yeah.
I bet you the grave cemetery is on something similar to that, and it moves around on top of cavern water underneath.
You know what? That's the best explanation I've heard, so we're going with it. Jamie, if you want to check that? You want to Google that for us, Jamie?
If we're ever out somewhere we hear a loud bang, I'm going to be the first going to be like, that's a rat. Big raccoon, you know?
All right, so the next one is 107.5 East Main Cross. It's currently a bar, restaurant bar, sorry. And before that, it was a law office, but there's like an apartments above it. This is in Greenville, Kentucky. It's believed to have been a hospital in the 1800s. And like, there's been sightings by at least 4 different people of a man walking through the apartment. Strange noises, doors being shut, you know, so that's pretty cool. I feel like if it was a hospital in the 1800s, it was also, you know, built in the 1800s.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh.
It's a pretty cool one, because it's like, oh, hey, let's just, you know, we're passing through Greenville, Kentucky. Let's stop at this little bar and grab a burger and a beer real quick before we hit the road again. Yeah. And the next thing you know, you're being fondled by a fucking ghost from the 1800s.
Finally, some action. This is why I joined up. You guys said there was a lot of chicks, just not alive.
They don't have to be, I guess.
Take it as I can.
No, nothing. I don't know. My brain. I'm trying to make a blowjob joke, but I can't put words together right now. There's a joke in there somewhere about blowjobs and ghosts. I can't find it.
I felt something blow on my ear, so I got up on a stool and see if I could feel the breeze again.
Turns out it was just a giant rat.
Big rat again.
That's why you're never supposed to yawn in a haunted house.
Yeah, dude. Ghost is putting their dick right in you, bro.
A rat will jump right in your mouth. Rat job.
Shit, I'd Ozzy Osbourne the fuck out of that rat real quick and then go straight to the hospital. All right, next on this list is Western Kentucky University, another college. There's a lot of fucking stories about Western. A lot of different buildings have been known to have haunts in them. The academic complex, which is classrooms now, but it used to be a hospital. It's also where they have the TV and the radio station at, and workers hear fucking strange sounds and see apparitions all the time. One time they saw a CD player just like turn on and start playing.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Was it plugged in? Or
yeah, it was plugged in, I'm assuming, but it was off, and then it wasn't. So
that's kind of crazy.
I wonder what music they were playing. I hope it was like no, dude, I bet it was Barbie Girl by Aqua. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It's fantastic. Sorry, I can't sing. In Barnes Campbell Hall, which is one of the dormitories, showers come on by themselves all the time and chairs crash against the wall. Apparently a student died falling down an elevator shaft.
Yeah.
Which is like, they do elevator shafts and shit all the time in movies, but they will kill you very quickly. Like, don't fuck around with elevator shafts. The library, the Helm Library, is believed to be haunted. There's a student who fell from the 9th floor attempting to open a window.
Kind of like to love it, but this dude jumped.
Yeah, dude. The Kentucky Museum, which is also at West Kentucky University, it's said to be haunted by some male spirit. So a lot of people see like just a man, a shadow of a man. I think it's probably just like a homeless person, but who am I to judge?
Still a man's shadow, homeless or not.
McLean Hall, the ghost of the namesake of the place, Maddie McLean, MCCLEAN, is said to there's a picture of her in the lobby, and they say if you stare at it long enough, it'll smile at you.
What? Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's not what happened when I stare at women.
No, some shit like that would be crazy. Seeing pictures change or something.
Yeah, dude, no.
Like you're at fucking Hogwarts or something.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I could never
see that in real life anytime.
You know those ones that you, like, stare at and you see, like, a boat?
Yeah.
Or I never could, like, see those. Like, I tried so hard and I just never could fucking do it. So if I looked at a picture of a woman and all of a sudden it smiled at me.
It's like on Mallrats where he's like, it's a sailboat. He's like, damn it.
I proposed right then and there, dude. She smiled at me.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm just simping for this painting all of a sudden.
Taking it home.
Pierce Ford Tower. There's a construction worker who was crushed to death by an elevator there.
Oh, shit.
Former Potter Hall, which is now used as the registrar's office. A student hanged herself in the basement of that building in 1977. So there's like stories of like her. Former Schneider Hall, now the math building. Witnesses notice sudden temperature changes in the building and that objects disappear and reappear. And there's knocks all the time, like knocks on doors and walls and shit.
Yeah. Classic paranormal activity.
Yeah. Rhodes Harlan Hall, believed to be haunted by a student who jumped and now scratches on windows and doors. Van Meter Auditorium, witnesses have seen apparitions of a worker who fell to his death from a catwalk. His blood stain, it is said to remain on the stage despite its having been refloored.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like West Kentucky University, there's a bunch of shit.
No more elevator shaft deaths, dude.
Yeah.
I have a legitimate fear of elevators.
Oh, really?
I have horrible claustrophobia. And my brother-in-law is a firefighter, right?
Yeah.
So he's always sending me videos of them pulling people out of the elevators all the time.
Really?
That's why I won't go into an elevator. No way.
Like people stuck in elevators?
Yeah.
Like him doing it?
Yeah, he's firefighters. He pulls the people out of the elevators.
Where's he a firefighter at?
Cookville.
Oh, really?
So it goes to like Tennessee Tech.
Oh,
yeah,
no
the university
shit.
there, and there's tons of elevators there. So he's pulling kids out of them all the time. And sometimes they're in there for 4, 5, 6, 8 hours. And yeah, dude, I've been locked in a place like that for a long time.
Yeah, I've been to prison, and so is he. Like, it's
prison will make you real claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Claustrophobic. I was locked in a closet as a kid for like 8 hours. Sister left me in there, just peaced out.
What a bitch.
Sorry, sis. Sorry, I hate to throw you under the bus, but
Leslie, come on, dog.
no, I wasn't gonna name names, but
we can edit that out. It's not like she listens to it. Plus, our last episode only had 3 fucking downloads, so
hide and seek, and her friends came and picked her up, so she just got in a car and left, and didn't know we had gotten locked in a closet, so we were in there for a long time.
You were in there with somebody? Or?
Yeah, a childhood friend of mine, and he was like breaking down in tears, crying, so it was getting really hot in there.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm sure it smelled like farts.
Well, I mean, that was the least of our concerns.
We're locked in this closet. Somebody will come home eventually. I probably would have just went to sleep.
Just slamming on the door. Mom's like, you better stop making noise there, you damn kids. And we just kept banging and banging. She just got mad and left. It's like, oh my God, there goes our last hope. Dad comes in there. You better shut the hell up. We got louder and louder. I'm gonna come whoop your asses. We got even louder.
Yes, please come find us and whoop our asses.
Whoop our ass, please save us with an ass whooping. Never wanted it more in my life, except for when I was staring at the painting of the chick staring at me, smiling at me.
Shit. All right, so next, this one's in Franklin, Kentucky. Now, Franklin has like quite a few little things. There was apparently a UFO incident there at some point.
Oh shit!
I don't know any details. I didn't really research that.
Recently?
I don't know if it was recently or not. Like I said, I don't know any of the details. I didn't research that, but you know, it's something that the listeners can dig into if they feel like it. There's the Goodnight House, the old jailhouse that's in Franklin is said to be haunted, and then the one I did do the research on, Octagon Hall.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this place?
Yeah, it's a well-known establishment for ghost hunting.
It was completed in 1859. In the 1860s, it said that a girl burned to death in the basement kitchen. Local stories tell that during a 2003 ghost tour, the fireplace kettle, which hangs from a movable arm but it's too heavy to eat, like it's one of them big motherfuckers, they just kept a perpetual stew going.
That's terrible. Why would you put a kitchen in the basement? It doesn't sound like
that's just where they were.
Proper ventilation at all.
They didn't care. It was all slaves mostly.
I guess I'd be mad too.
Fair point.
Well, they usually have it down in the basement to keep the whole place warm.
But apparently, during a ghost tour, that big ass kettle like swung out into the room. So like there was a bunch of people that witnessed it. They heard footsteps opening and closing doors through the night, and the next morning they found a body-shaped imprint in a feather bed in an upstairs room, even though nobody had slept there.
Oh.
Yeah, so like this place has got some spooky shit going on.
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a lot of ghost hunters going through there. It's pretty famous spot.
And apparently that feather bed, like a few days later, a woman was alone cleaning and saw that the bed looked like somebody had been laying in it. So she fluffed it, and when she returned like an hour later, the imprint was in the bed again.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so like if I'd have been working alone, I'd have been like, hey boss, this place is really fucking haunted, I gotta go home. Or excuse me, Mr. Johns, this place is really haunted.
Dude, if she fluffed me, I'd be back too.
Shit. God damn it. Fucking horny Cameron over here.
Sorry. I'm so alone.
It's okay, buddy. Apparently there's a phenomena where people like will smell flowers in the parlor, and then it will quickly turn to the smell of decayed meat.
Oh shit.
Yeah, which is kind of fucked up. Like, that smells really good, and you take a big whiff, and like halfway through the whiff, it's like, yeah, it was owned by Andrew Jackson Caldwell, and they say that the smell thing happens on the anniversary. I don't know. It could be manufactured. You never know about some of these fucking places. I've never been there.
Heard of the Caldwells?
I mean, every county in Tennessee and Kentucky has got fucking Caldwells in it.
Yeah, I'm new to the area.
So, but yeah, that's like my main places that I brought from Kentucky. Like there's some pretty spooky shit. Some things you can do in Kentucky. There's like a John Carpenter driving tour in Bowling Green. No movie scenes were filmed there, but he made a bunch of references to the area.
Oh shit.
Warren County Smith's Grove Sanitarium is where like Michael Myers escaped from in Halloween.
Oh.
The first one?
Yeah. Like the OG one.
The good one?
Yeah. So, you know, there's he used a bunch of but there's like a whole tour that you can do. There's the General Butler State Resort Park. They do ghost tours of the Butler Turpin State Historic House, built in 1859, and they do it around October every year. There's Whitehaven in Paducah, which is a welcome center now, but the mansion was built in the 1860s, and a lot of people and it's a welcome center, so you can just go up in that bitch.
Yeah.
There's haunted carriage rides all through Paducah. There's Waverly Hills in Louisville.
Yeah, Waverly Hills is well known.
There's a Civil War hospital in Gainesboro right by my house.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We should try to get in there, you know?
Yeah, we should do some research on that.
I don't think it'd be very hard for me to...
I think Mom mentioned the Civil War hospital. I think she's looking into it. I have to ask her.
It's right there in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's close by.
I drive past it all the time. What's really cool is like the Addams family house right next to it. I bet you they'd let you in there, you know? they have like a totally blacked out house. It's really cool. I would love to live there, but I bet you wouldn't be hard to get a hold of
Like
the mayor.
old Victorian style?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it looks like that, like the
Like
90s
Adams,
Adams.
yeah.
It's much smaller, but just everything is black.
Yeah,
Probably really hot in the summertime, but
probably.
super hot chicks there all the time too. Anyway, yeah, I bet the hospital would be pretty cool to get in. It's not hard to get a hold of the mayor in Gainsborough.
Oh, really?
There has been supernatural teams that have showed up there in Gainsborough and done a bunch of investigations, especially the Bull and Thistle.
Really?
Yeah, they did a couple investigations because it used to be a
I think I've heard
hotel.
of that. Yeah, the Bull and Thistle.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it's an old Irish hotel as well. I've never been in the hotel section or anything. I've only been blacked
In the
out.
bar?
Blacked out in
Yeah.
the bar, you know.
I think I went there once and I looked at the menu and I was like, I don't eat any of this stuff. They don't even have tater tots.
Reuben or cabbages, you know.
Yeah, like I don't eat Irish food.
It's
I guess.
closed now. They're gonna like 2 years from now reopen it or whatever. But
Really?
maybe the mayor could let us into one of the buildings or something like that.
Oh yeah, you should hit him up.
It shouldn't be hard to get a hold of. Or he is a guy. I don't know. I met her
Oh yeah.
one time. No, that was in Carthage. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
The Walton Hotel would be cool to do as well.
Yeah.
Carthage. Yeah. I think they just remodeled it though.
Yeah. I got a couple honorable mentions here.
That's when
before
they
I'm
get
done.
stirred up, though. That's
Yeah,
when you remodel. That's when the ghosts get stirred up.
That's probably the
Yeah.
oldest,
Yeah.
the oldest building in Carthage.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, other than City Hall, maybe.
I think it might be older than City Hall.
Yeah, might. It's. I mean, Sam Walton was the guy like founded the area. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old Walmart. Sam Walton.
His name was Sam Walton.
Yeah, I didn't know the Walmart founder lived in was Arkansas.
I mean, there is a Walmart in Carthage.
Yeah.
Did you know, like
Walmart? You know?
Did you know the 6th ever Walmart was built in Murray, Kentucky?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
On an Indian gravesite.
Probably. Fuck.
Built.
There used to be a little plaque on
On
the
a
back of the old
graveyard.
Walmart before they built the Supercenter. Back when I was just a young boy, before we had a big Walmart, we had one of the first 10 Walmart. So I got a couple of non-Kentucky honorable mentions here at the end. There's Bellwood Mansion in Indian Mound, Tennessee. I know you've heard of that one, Sean.
Yeah.
It's an abandoned mansion in the middle of the woods. So, like, we should definitely check that out. Cave in Rock, Illinois. There was a robber who made a gambling tavern around 1800 there, and he would attract customers with, like, alcohol and prostitutes and then fucking murder them and steal other shit.
Damn.
There's
Nice guy.
the Crenshaw Mansion and the old slave house in Junction, Illinois. I mean, it was part of the reverse Underground Railroad.
The reverse.
Yeah, the reverse Underground Railroad.
Did the train run backwards?
Like, where they would capture fucking escaped slaves and return them.
The old switcheroo choo-choo.
Yeah.
Damn.
The old switcheroo choo-choo. Yeah, please write that down, bookmark that, and save it for later. I'm typing it in my notes right now. The old
Switcheroo choo-choo.
switcheroo choo-choo.
You might want to cut that out. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna hit this little.
acceptable.
I hit the save button. I typed that hella fucking crazy. It says theme all switcheroo. There's a J in there.
Damn.
The only J should be jackass for me. Jackass.
Yeah, I wouldn't have laughed at that. That's terrible.
Terrible, senor. All right, Sean, what did you bring, sir?
For episode 7 here, I was doing some research on these. I looked up most haunted forest in the U.S. I was like, because I was thinking maybe it was the Appalachian, you know what I mean? Like, but apparently it's the Pine Barrens in New Jersey.
That's not part of Appalachia at all.
No, it is in fact not.
The Pine Barrens, it's home to like dump site for the mob. They usually dump bodies there because it's like 1.1 million acres of forest. It's basically 84% of the state of New Jersey is forest.
God, I was reading about what you sent me. That's just terrifying. I can't believe
never
it's
would
not
have
like
expected
a national
that.
security threat.
Yeah, it's
That's like cultism right there. It's got to be.
well, they call it the Jersey Pines or the Pine Barrens or Pinelands or simply the Pines. It's the largest remaining example of the Atlantic coastal Pine Barrens ecosystem. stretching across more than 7 counties of New Jersey. 2 other large examples of this ecosystem remain in the northeastern United States, the Long Island Central Pine Barrens and the Massachusetts Coastal Pine Barrens. The name Pine Barrens refers to the area's sandy, acidic, nutrient poor soil.
I was literally about to ask you what makes it a pine barren. Like what determines that?
It's basically the soil. It's a real sandy, acidic type of soil. Real shitty for nutrients.
Got you. Almost like a land bog.
Yeah. European settlers cannot cultivate their family crops there. The unique ecology of the Pine Barrens supports a diverse spectrum of plant life, including orchards and carnivorous plants. The area is also notable for its population of rare pygmy pitch pines and other plant species that depend on the frequent furs of the Pine Barrens to reproduce. The sand that composes much of the area's soil is referred to by the locals as sugar sand. The Pine Barrens remain mostly rural and undisturbed despite its proximity to the sprawling metropolitan cities of Philadelphia and New York City. In the center of the very densely populated Boston-Washington corridor on the eastern seaboard, the heavily traveled Garden State Parkway and Atlantic City Expressway traverse sections of the eastern and southern Pine Barrens, respectively. As a result of these factors, let's see here, in 1978, Congress passed legislation to designate 1.1 million acres of the Pine Barrens as Pinelands National Reserve. So it's basically protected, federally and stuff.
Hell yeah. Protect our parks, baby.
A decade later, it was designated by the United Nations as the International Biosphere Reserve. Development in the Pinelands National Reserve is strictly controlled by an independent state-federal agency known as the New Jersey Pinelands Commission.
All right. So all of these people go missing in this place all of the fucking time.
Yeah, we'll get to that here in a second.
But there's it's got its own private security.
Yeah.
And it's supported by United Nations.
Total cult.
That's gotta be where they do the have you seen
and we're talking
Late Night with the Devil?
We're talking 1.1 million acres.
Yeah, it's a big fucking forest.
84% of the forest in New Jersey is the Pinelands.
Yeah, there's something shady going on there. That's the backup Epstein Island.
Pretty much. It's
dumping
home.
grounds, like you said, mob dumping grounds.
Yeah, but how much mob is really left?
I mean, not that it's the mob doing it anymore, but the mob,
I guess the government
they
saw it and was like, you know what, this isn't a bad idea.
The mob stopped being the mob and got elected, and that's how the mob disappeared.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, the mob usually they've dumped bodies there. As far as let me look at my notes here. As far as the missing persons goes, the Pine Barrens are part of the Pinelands, which is 1,449 square mile area. It's basically 84% of the state's forest. It is home to over 400,000 people, and more than 20 million people live within 60 miles of the area.
But there's no wildlife out there that can kill anybody.
Well, they got bears, and it's got coyotes. It's even got hybrids of wolves and coyotes.
It's still. I mean, there's be remains if they're being attacked by animals.
Well, that's why the mob used to go out there and dump bodies, let animals just take, just eat them. Because they're out in remote, like I'm saying. It's a lot of square footage. You know what I mean? You got square miles. Last year in 2024, according to the feds here, there are 556 officially designated missing people from within the state of New Jersey. Now, out of those 556 people, 378 are open cases in the Pine Barrens. So that's damn near 1 or 2 people a day.
That's where the Jersey Shore dumps all their haters, man.
That's ridiculous.
GTO.
Now, gotta consider the New Jersey Pine Barrens are often linked with occult rituals, KKK meetings. The Pine Barrens is known as a spot for perps to bury evidence, if you know what I mean. And they're protected grounds, which is crazy.
I wonder if you could go through there with a metal detector. I think that would be pretty sweet.
No, none of it's protected. You're not allowed to do that there.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
Something crazy here. Between 2000 and 2003, there was 4 victims that were found in the forest, 2 of which were dismembered and had their heads removed.
Yeah, that's occult practices.
As many as 11 bodies have been found in the forest overall. The deaths of those bodies were thought to be the works of the Butcher of Manorville. In 2007, he was like a serial killer, I guess. He was on an America's Most Wanted episode.
You can't take it.
I believe there could be like a family of people up there living to do that stuff.
Oh, probably like Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah. By the way, I looked it up. You cannot use a metal detector on a national park or protected land like that.
Oh, shoot.
I don't even know if you can on hunting grounds either.
Like national hunting grounds?
Yeah.
Now, as far as getting into the hauntings,
maybe it probably depends on state.
I mean, if it's a national place, then
not only does this place date back to early native settlement, there's a bunch of tribes that lived there, but there's a lot of hauntings. The Pine Barrens ghosts are believed to be many, and many folklore tales surround this dense woodland. There's a creepy abandoned village that remains deep within the woods, and others believe that mysterious and unexplainable supernatural creatures, such as the Jersey Devil, which is the stomping grounds. This Pine Barrens is basically where the Jersey Devil likes to hang out. So that's like the main cryptid. Situated between New York and Philadelphia, the Jersey Pine Barrens is primarily rural, speckled with former mill and mining settlement ruins. Heavily forested stretch of the state is an array of ghost towns and abandoned little establishments where they had mining and stuff going on. Now, going back to like what I was talking about with the Indians and stuff, all the way back to the Pine Barrens were inhabited initially around 1200 AD. So this is kind of like out here at Sellers Farm, where it's like the Mississippian time period. You know what I mean? During that time period with the Indians settling. It was settled by the Lenape Indian tribe. Lenni means genuine, pure, actual, or original, and Lenape meaning original person, or ultimately translated into man. They had 3 clans: the Turkey Clan, the Turtle Clan, and the Wolf Clan. Each family had 12 sub-clans. Their clan system basically is their kinship is traced through the female line. There were also, marital? I can't pronounce it. Yeah, meaning married couples remain living with the mother's clan.
Yeah, matriarch.
The female offspring remain living in the mother's house to gain social status and identity. The women controlled the land, the houses, and the families. The father's job was to provide the meat, clear the fields, build the houses, and protect the clan. When the Lenape males came to age, they would marry outside of the clan, a practice known as exogamy. This meant a male from a wolf clan would marry a woman from either the Turtle Clan or the Turkey Clan. This would prevent inbreeding, even if someone's kinship was obscure or unknown. Their children, however, would not belong to the father's clan. They would belong to the mother's clan. So there's a lot of Indian burial mounds out there and shit, fucking old villages and shit. So you got native shit out there on top of all this.
Sounds like there's a Sarlacc pit out there too. You know?
It could be.
There might be a Sarlacc pit.
Like, there's no telling, man. You had another famous ghost was called Bloody John Bacon. He's probably the most famous of the New Jersey Pine Barren ghosts. One of the legendary Pine robbers leaders, Bacon, and his gang preyed on rebels. They basically just robbed people until he died in 1783. Outlaws, they raided and pillaged others, and in the deserted land of the colonial area of New Jersey Pine Barrens, allegedly serving at one point in the Patriot Matilda. He ultimately joined the Loyalists. However,
militia.
Yeah. He joined the Loyalists. However, he settled with his wife and 2 sons, and spent most of his time hiding and raiding and pillaging and killing people in the area between Cedar Creek and Tuckerton.
Poor Mr. Bacon. They must have followed his scent to kill him.
Yeah, and then of course you got the Jersey Devil, also known as the Leeds Devil. It's a legendary creature believed to inhabit the Pine Barrens. The animal is often described as a kangaroo-type creature with a horse or goat's head, bat-like wings, horns, small arms, and clawed hands like a T-Rex kind of. Legs with cloven hooves and a forked tail. It is said to move quickly and often described as letting out a high-pitched, blood-curdling scream. The folklore tells it the devil was a Pine Barren resident named Jane Leeds. Jane, who also known as Mother Leeds, from bearing 12 children. Mother Leeds had 12 children and became pregnant with her 13th child in 1735. After discovering she was pregnant for the 13th time, being an unlucky number, she reportedly cursed the child in frustration, crying out that the child would be the devil. When the child was born, it appeared normal, but soon evolved into this devil-like creature, growling and screaming and then beating everyone in the room with his tail. It flew up the chimney and headed towards the pines. There are many ghostly accounts in the Pine Barrens. The ghost of a small boy who was hit and run roams the area looking for his killer. You got James Still, an African-American doctor, is said to have been lynched for practicing medicine, and he lingers the area. He's kind of considered a friendly ghost because he looks around for people to help, like they're lost or injured in the area. So if you get like lost or you're hurt or something, he tries to guide you out.
Nice guy.
Yeah, so
what a nice guy.
There's a lot of ghosts, and people see orbs through the trees. Like you'll see like lights glowing, looks like flashlight, like somebody's coming towards you, but there's nobody there. You'll turn back around, there'll be nothing there. Just like little orbs floating around, and they like lead you off and get you more lost and shit.
The doctor shows up and is like, hey, don't follow the orbs.
Yeah, they say don't follow the orbs because they'll like lure you to like off a cliff edge or some fucking shit. Because it's dense forest and
nymphs
shit.
And fairies and stuff heard like that too.
Yeah.
Lure you to someplace.
A little fey trap or some shit.
Exactly. I don't know if I've followed women like that before.
But yeah, that's what I brought today, though. I brought some.
That's pretty cool. That's fucking crazy, man. There's got to be some shady shit.
Yeah,
going
especially
on out
with
there.
the.
How many people have gone missing?
Especially, well, according to the feds here, out of 556 officially designated missing people from within the state, that's for the whole state, out of those 556 missing people of last year, 378 are open cases in the Pine Barrens, which is crazy, because you got to think 365 days. Hell, that's like almost a person a day, if not.
That's insane, dude.
Maybe two on a Sunday or something, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, no shit. That's fucking crazy.
That's just crazy, man.
I mean, that's like a national security threat, you would think,
Yeah, but it's
in the military, and there was some damn flamethrowers.
But a lot of them are linked to like occult rituals. People go out there and do like,
oh yeah,
sacrifice. There'll be cult meetings out there. They get KKK meetings and shit out there.
KKK's got a Sarlacc pet out there, dude.
And back when the mob was real
back
heavy,
in the day when I was a slave in life in the fast like in a pine race.
During the 70s and 80s when the mob was real heavy, that's where they go dump all the bodies and shit.
Yeah, dude. Jimmy Hoffa.
Caves or cliffs or anything like that out there,
Well, from what it looked like, the pictures online, it's like real dense, kind of like the Appalachian Mountains, but it's like what the description was. It's more sandy. Like it's not
rocky.
Like here we got a bunch of cedar and shit. You know how cedar can be. Like if cedar for like the down here the cedars of Lebanon. You know how like
full
cedar,
of ticks.
Yeah, you know how the cedar forest is like real close. Like the trees glow or they grow like real close niche.
Yeah.
Really small. Right?
This is like that, but it's pines instead.
So it smells real good.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of different pine, and like I said, it's
also ticks.
It's very sandy and acidic. That's why they call it Pine Barrens.
Hence the Baron.
Yeah.
Baron Von Bullshit rides again.
Yeah, the locals call it sugar sand, is what they call it.
Sugar. It ain't so sweet though.
Well, yeah, that's what I brought
pretty cool.
today.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some conspiracy theories, dog.
Yeah, with that many people missing, man, the Jersey Devil must be a hungry motherfucker, dude.
It sounds like there's got to be a cave system up there. You guys have seen the missing 411 map?
Oh, yeah.
On top of the cave systems, and they're just like almost a perfect match.
From what I understand, that may be edited to narrative, but
I mean, if you're gonna get rid of a body, you're gonna throw it down a cave where people are gonna die to go down in and search.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention the wildlife down there. That just you probably just threw it right into his living room.
Wildlife always leaves remains.
You know what I mean?
They always.
Yeah, there'll be something.
Even wolves won't eat all the bones and get their fill, and leave something. Always.
Yeah.
Even if your foot is in your shoe, they're not going to eat through your shoe to get to your foot. They're just going to leave your foot in the shoe.
Yeah, they'll tear your clothes off and eat the rest of it.
Even bears do that. They'll leave your feet in your shoes,
Yeah, if bodies
by a
are
bear,
just straight fucking disappearing.
That would suck to get eaten by a bear because they're.
I'll take getting eaten by. If a grizzly took me out, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're omnivores, so they're gonna rip you open like a fish.
No, it would suck to get
Not
killed
all
by
of
one,
them. Fucking polar bears are.
Like they'll eat you while you're alive.
I feel like I could. I feel like I could fight off a pack of wolves.
Yeah. Polar bears are strictly carnivores. They don't eat any kind of like vegetation. They only eat meat. They're the most aggressive and like the baddest of all of the bears.
I'm just talking about being eaten alive. That's how like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you go fuck with a polar bear, he's gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
What are you doing where a polar bear's at anyway? You deserve to die.
Yeah, no shit. It's hella cold up there, dog.
Like some animals will kill you and then they'll eat you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
While you're still warm. But a bear,
he's gonna eat you while he's killing you.
He's gonna eat you like a fish on the side of the riverbank. Just tear you to shreds.
Way to die. Just fighting a bear to death.
So
we found Grandpa underneath the dead bear. Grandpa took the bear with him. Hell yeah.
Yeah. He has a Cameron rug in his house.
Biggest, most pale rug you've ever seen in your life.
His little bear cub's like, Dad, where'd you get that rug?
Check
little
it,
son.
Make drums out of his ass too.
Check it out, kid. If I turn the lights off, his ass glows. It's so white. Straight from the land of Caucasus.
From the mountains of Caucasus.
You had a polar baby, Dad?
Shit.
No.
I can't believe that many people have gone missing up there. That just seems like they would send the friggin' National Guard in there. But, I mean, they won't.
No, because they're the one.
Somebody knows.
Well, somebody knows something. It's UN protected, dog. Like
hills have eyes,
Yeah, federally protected and shit.
Not just federally, like globally, I guess, with the fucking UN involved.
That's my conspiracy. I think all national parks are protected for that exact reason.
Yeah. It's very possible.
You can break into a national park, and they have infrared cameras on batteries there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They will find you.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just stroll up in.
Yeah, you can't just stroll up into a national park.
Yeah.
They will find you, yeah.
Especially
they track animals of bears and wolves.
Yeah, especially
now. Yeah, you think they can't find your ass? Yeah, drones and fucking the way battery life on these fucking cameras is, and they
fly a drone over, thermal your ass.
Yeah, dude. Oh, look, smoke. Like.
Yeah, and it's just little motion detect. I have a trail cam.
Yeah.
And the battery life on it is like 8 months.
Yeah, yeah.
And it'll only turn on when
something walks in front of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I saw a thing recently where they were hiring somebody to live in one of those fucking smoke lookout things for like the summer.
Oh, the fire towers.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's terrifying. I love listening to the stories on YouTube.
You talking about the fire towers?
Yeah. There's a lot of spooky stories. I listened to like a podcast that was like a scripted podcast about a dude who was up in one, and I was like, bro.
There's a sheriff that like rolled across the whole cult like up in Oregon.
Really?
And they surrounded his patrol vehicle with like axes and stuff. Like get in the car or
Fuck.
He got fired and nobody would
no shit.
Listen to his story. I was in like Seattle. Maybe he was in Canada.
Damn.
Maybe I'm just making that up. I don't know.
They stole his car?
No. They like he was chasing a perp.
Oh, no shit.
And then the whole cult come out and surrounded the car with like hatchets and saws and stuff, and black robes and animal skulls and whatnot wearing, and just told him to get back in the car.
Yeah.
You can live, but if you want to pull your gun out, which has only got 6 bullets, probably not gonna end up in your favor.
Yeah, you will go missing.
He was a forest ranger. He went back home and he quit his job. And
that's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, you don't know what's out in the fucking woods, man. There's parts of the Grand Canyon that you can't even fly over.
Dude, if it's owned by an organization like United Nations,
yeah,
so somebody owns the land.
Yeah,
it's just not you.
Yeah, no
it's
shit.
a big club.
Yeah.
And you ain't in it. We ain't in it. You know?
And we ain't probably never gonna be in it.
I mean, you think about the Native Americans are always talking about. They used to talk to the white man and be like, "How do you own the land?"
Yeah.
That what?
Yeah. How do you own that?
Yeah. It's like we war with tribes all the time, and they don't own it. We don't own it, and
yeah. All we care about is the resources on the land. We don't care about the land itself. But they weren't farming and shit like we are. Well, I mean, they were, but
sporadically here and there.
yeah, but not to the extent of the white man.
People,
Yeah.
That's how the American Indian was killed. Actually, most people think it was due to war
and disease.
But it was mostly disease in that they killed all the buffaloes.
Well, the white men killed all the
buffaloes were their source of. Was their economic source.
Yeah.
So you can look up photos of
piles
and piles of buffalo bones, just as tall as houses.
Yeah, corpses.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it was like, don't kill the Indians, just kill their
food source,
their economy, basically.
Yeah. I mean,
well,
it's not humane if we kill them. People are going to throw a fit. However, and then we'll make them a bad guy because they're going to be coming in our shit all the time trying to take our resources, and then the people will get behind us. Sounds like it might have been done before. And since
sounds like an Indian curse on the Pine Barrens.
Fucking could be. Damn.
Could be very well.
Dude.
Yeah.
Could be very well.
Damn. All right, gentlemen. Well, it's been real and it's been fun. This has been a good episode.
Yeah.
You guys know where to check us out. We're throwing some ads in here,
Yeah.
Some fake ads that I recorded at one point. But if you guys want us to advertise for you, just reach out to us at wickedparanormalteam@gmail.com. Have a good couple weeks.
Yep.
Stay spooky.
Hey everybody, Chinry here with ads. If you or someone you know would like to run an ad with the Wicked Paranormal Team or Dead Time Stories podcast, please feel free to reach out at wickedparanormalteam@gmail.com. That's wickedparanormalteam@gmail.com.